Yeah. BOSSMACK top motherfucking soil, extra relicent in the flesh, motherfucker, in persona. Here with you, man, vibing. This right here, man, is you know, I only did this once before where I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna give a play-by-play reaction to this Nicki Minaj, Joe Budden confrontations that they had last night. It was very dope, man. I really appreciated it, man. It was beautiful. I learned many things from listening to that. It was, you know, it's many things to be learned from an analysis of the confrontation, and yeah. So let me let it be, and let's see. We start with the introductions all around. I'm gonna take you through it. Yeah.
We got them, but we good.
Y'all sure?
Yeah, we have headphones.
So,
can you hear us? Are we good?
So the most annoying man on the planet.
I'm with you. That's a fact. I agree. It's me.
The most annoying human being on the planet.
You see off top, the energy is confrontation. You hear me? The energy is confrontation. A bitch been anticipating it. Joe is in there with a certain facial expression is bringing this out the bitch. Off top. It's a bless. You know it's going to be blessed. Let us.
Is here today. Introduce yourself and introduce your team, sir.
Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Joe Budden. I'm here with some near and dear friends of mine. Rory is here, and Maul is here, and Parks is here.
Yeah.
And we are humbled to be here.
We are. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being.
I'd like to note this is probably the first interview, and I won't call it interview, but this is the first time the three of us have sat down to talk to anybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we don't talk to people.
We typically do. We don't do this. We don't even particularly like each other, so.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Well, thank you guys for being here. So, Joe, would you like to kick it off with current events? You know, what's on your mind?
Listen, what's on my mind? I saw you getting makeup done. I need makeup done before I start recording now. You got a round of applause when you started recording. I need these two to clap when I enter a room.
That won't happen.
This studio is beautiful. I need a beautiful studio with pink lights.
And I need about 75 people on laptops.
There's a squad
outside.
back there. It looks like niggas could pull up a Carfax quick. Yeah. I don't really have a...
Yeah. You see how Joe, his intro is beautiful. His tone of voice is calm. He's keeping it calm. You feel me? Because his sense is the drama is just about to burst. You feel me? So he's nice and calm, and then he breaks down the fact that she has a highly a big time operation going of podcast of her radio show is just a big old conglomeration of money and people and all types of shit going on, and his is just, we just meet up at the room and start filming some shit. You feel me? Y'all got the big old giant operation. We just a little old thing. So really, it's a low key clowning a bitch over her excessive opulence, even though knowing it's about to go into the dramas. Let us continue.
Squad, Savon is not that efficient, so I'm here to learn from what's happening in here.
Okay.
That's what I'm here. That's what I am here to do.
We've never had a
Nicki
balloon.
wasn't expecting that type of energy. Look, she's smiling.
What energy fam? Y'all keep talking about some energy.
Like, okay.
Joe is here to make peace with the Barbs, who may not understand mine and Nicki's relationship.
The thing about the Barbs is that you never know with the Barbs. Like
no, you control them and you use them for evil or good. And it's cool. Listen, we have a tumultuous relationship. Sometimes they fuck with me, sometimes they don't. But I'm chill with I'm not in love. Love is in me, Nick.
Oh, God.
He's retired.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was active. Don't do that. Yo,
he really just said, I use the Barbs for evil.
Evil or good.
They're a persistent bunch.
Well, the fact of the matter is...
Didn't you just put them on timeout? Recently, I read something like that, right? So you also have a tumultuous relationship with your hive.
No. I don't have a tumultuous...
You see, right there, Joe Budden is brilliant. See, he just low key made the Barbs feel kind of stupid that this bitch wields such power over them in this time. You know what I'm saying? That was very subtle. See, you check the Barbs, huh? That was very dope. That's a very veiled attack on Nick there with her Barbs. So that's making the Barbs sound like, you know what I'm saying. But let us continue with this
relationship with them. I just like to let them know sometimes when they doing the most. But to be honest, 99.9% of the time the Barbs are right.
Did you drop That's why don't do that again. Don't drop no fucking bomb behind some shit again.
So, now...
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. So when we spoke, one of the things we wanted to clear up, the Barbs really hate Joe Budden. I love reading these tweets. Joe Budden's...
The therapist says that no matter the hate, it's always my job to lead with compassion. That's what the therapist tells me. So...
Okay. Well, listen to this.
I'll let that one marinate for a second. Well.
First of all, one of the things we're going to address with Joe Budden is the amount of times that he has called me a liar about stuff.
Now, I would like to point out right here that Joe Budden tried to keep the energy low as possible, coming right into that statement. Now, mind you, that's a very volatile indictment, saying that you call me a liar multiple times. And it's volatile because her husband is in this room with some niggas. So, this could go any kind of way, man. Like, this is the energy is up to the high energy right now, beginning.
That I wasn't lying about.
Drop the bomb.
And I said, the other day when I spoke to you, I said, I'm a lot of things, but liar is not one of them.
Hit the bomb on these.
For the most part, I love to tell exactly what happened. And that's actually why a lot of times I don't speak on things.
Okay.
Because I don't like speaking on things if I can't speak on things thoroughly.
You dick eating.
Gotcha.
By saying,
So, my thing is, one of the things you recently said was...
Give it to me.
Was that you said on your show, you guys said that, oh, I know Nicki, she's a businesswoman. She didn't do that live if she didn't already have that record done.
Okay.
The Hot Girl Summer record done.
Yeah,
right?
We definitely said that.
And I said, well, I clearly said, you guys, I didn't have a clue about it. I was on live discussing the mega. Ooh, Ooh, what's also interesting, Booth, is today I have to pick the Megatron winners.
Yes, you do.
Child. Please make sure I don't forget, Booth. And let me ask y'all something. What makes you think that was a planned live and that we already had a song done and that was bad, Wicked Witch from the West, Nicki, planning stuff and being calculated and stuff? I really want to know. Tell me.
I don't think we said it in a negative way. I think
No,
we were saying
you
it was good marketing.
Yeah, no, I don't think you guys
I thought it was a great rollout for a record.
I don't think you guys said it in a negative way, but I always am interested. Can we take this? Yeah, thank you. But I'm always interested to just know, especially with articulate people who, articulate people anyway. What makes you think that the record had to have been in the can if I went on live with her?
No, I think I probably was the one that said it. I thought the record was done right after that. I said by the time we recorded, I was like, the record is done. Because that was probably like 2 or 3 days after when we recorded that y'all went on live. I said, the record is done by now, for sure. But it just seemed that way. It was like the live scene didn't seem like it was planned. Like you almost didn't even know how to add her at one point.
Okay, but Joe said he still thinks.
I think that you are more brand aware than that line leads to believe. I think you've carried yourself to be more conscious of not only your stardom, but your impact on other people's careers, especially new artists. So to see that and for it to come off as organic as y'all would have us believe, because then y'all went into telling us exactly how organic it was. And that is music industry 101 for me. So when I look at new artist Meg running around on promo with Kev, with Megastar U, with random Insta Live, of course you could understand how that looks.
Now, see, that's a real nice explanation for reasonable human beings, but we dealing with a egotistical wild bitch here. We dealing with a bitch who's the supreme master over her whole environment, including her fucking husband. So we dealing with a bitch with So all what he just said is meaningless.
How does that look?
It looks like y'all might have a record in the can already.
Okay, so let me go ahead and say it once again. I went on live to discuss the Megatron winners. Mm-hmm. While I was on my live, I started seeing a bunch of people telling me to go on live with this woman. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm like, what is, am I missing something here? Mm-hmm. And then Megan came on my live and started saying, oh my God, you don't know how to do it? Because I was like, I don't know. I don't see anything popping up. How do I do it? And then finally they explained it to me. And then I got on live with her. And then she said many things. I said many things. And then at one point in live, I said, okay, what's next on the agenda? What needs to be discussed? And she spoke about her song. I said, who's on the song? She said, Ty Dolla $ign. I said, okay. And she was like, yeah, and that's because, somebody was too busy. And she pointed at me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like basically hinting at the fact that she wanted me to get on this song and that she had maybe hit up Booth and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not the case. I didn't hear about that. I don't know about that. And anyway, so then when we got off live, I spoke to Juicy J and the other person who wrote, I think, the hook with Ty Dolla $ign, Derek. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? Let me hear the song. And this was very late because it was LA time even for me, and it was already late by my time. So it had to be, by the time we got off live, it had to be like 2:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. But when I heard the song, I loved the song, and I just wrote the song right then and there. Right then and there. The boy Derek was there. Juicy J was, back and forth with us on the phone. And then I was about to record it, and I said, you know what? Give me like 4 or 5 hours for my voice to stop sounding like a man. Mm. And then I just, recorded it. So that's exactly what happened. Mm. So explain to me, because it's great to have people that think like you, especially you, Joe, because you've been saying things like that about me for years and years and years. And even when I express the truth and say it verbatim over and over and over, he and other people like him will go on.
I don't think there are other people like me.
He and a couple other people will still go on their platform and say, Nicki's lying.
I don't think that's fair.
And it always gives the illusion that Nicki Minaj is so powerful that she must be lying. She secretly has a big castle and where she has a thing where she controls the world and if like it's crazy because sometimes I wish that I were that person that they thought I was.
Well, you don't have a big castle.
Good point, Parks. That's a good point, Parks.
I mean, you know, but
let's say we take your word as the truth, right?
Okay. Okay.
That video got turned around quickly. Explain it.
Explain it. Even after I said what I said, he is still interrogating me.
You
and
asked
still,
me to.
Wait, and no, but I think this is a real great conversation to do a case study on. Even after I've said over and over what really happened, he's still insinuating.
See, a nigga can't even get a simple response out of a bitch. But you know what though? I think this shit is getting Nicki pussy a little bit wet because I think she ain't used to niggas frustrating her like that. She ain't used to niggas frustrating a bitch. See, this is beautiful. I'm loving Joe Budden right now in his dichotomization of Nicki Minaj in here, man. Because I really feel like right here, see, this is the essence of you know, a bit. You could tell she a bitch that's used to just running over niggas, all the niggas in her environment. You feel me? Running niggas over. You know what I'm saying? Even Meek Mill, I think. You know what I'm saying? And now she's running up against some shit that she can't run over. Fascinating. I think she liked Joe Budden.
That there's no way because now there's a new reason.
Nicki Minaj is inserting words in my mouth. Prior to speaking to you, I went on my platform and said what I believe. Then I spoke to you and you said what happened. Then I come here and you say to explain why I think that. So that's what I did. I don't see how you could think somebody couldn't think that. I'm taking your word for it. People don't have the luxury of being able to reach out to you or speak to you and get it directly from the horse's mouth. No.
But what makes everyone else be able to give their side of the story and people are so ready to believe them because maybe they have more about you, in your opinion, maybe they have a low IQ, so it's easier for you to believe them. But what makes y'all, when y'all think a woman is intelligent or powerful, think that, nope, this is calculated. She's not, she's trying to fool us. She's trying to trick us.
Oh, no, wait. Wait, time out. Let me just say before you continue. You are personalizing that. I think that the music industry is calculated.
Yeah, I think rollouts are smoke and mirrors.
I think that the music industry makes its way on, like Rory just said, smoke and mirrors.
Let me add right here. Rory and Mal really make some good ass co-hosts for this nigga. It's like a dick and balls. You could fully tell Joe Budden is the dick and them niggas is the balls. You could fully see that shit. It's crazy, man.
Great that you've worked yourself to a position where that doesn't apply to you, but that is how the music industry runs.
But you do apply that to me often. What is the reason that me would have to say I went and made up this story? There was this song already done. I wanted to promote it, so I pretended I didn't know how to go on live, and we already had the song done, and the video happened a week later. But that was such a quick turnaround that it actually must be that the song was done for a few weeks, and we decided a new way how to roll out a song, which is pretend you don't know how to be on live, then go on live, and then have the other person say, hey, get on my live. And then y'all both get on live and say, hey, friend. And
hey, I would just like to interject and say that we are in an age where all the artists try to do is come up with new ways to roll things out. You saying that like it's crazy, and that's what we look at every day.
Facts. And yes, bitch. Motherfuckers is out here doing that shit. You know what I'm talking? But this bitch, boy, she ain't used to this. This bitch is frustrated.
But the reason why my fans don't like you and haven't liked you for years
Which isn't fair.
You do not, wait, hold on. You do not accuse everyone of that. So when you say everyone does this, you do not accuse every artist of making random shit up to put out a song or lying. And even when they explain themselves, still go on a platform and say, no, she's lying. They're lying.
Now, let me interject. If not said, it's certainly alluded to. I don't switch up. Just not too long ago, I said that Kevin Lowndes is running around with Meg the Stallion. I said, if
what that got to do with me lying about something that I just explained 3 times?
No, I'm talking about the music industry and how it's run. You keep personalizing it, saying I said something about you, and I'm just talking about my beliefs about the music industry. And that applies to not just you, but I've said that about pretty much all the people we've spoken about on my platform. I don't change the rules. I don't move the goalposts. That don't happen with me. That's why it's me.
Well, I love the record. It's a hit. It's out of here.
Thank you.
But we all came on here and said positive
I think we all complimented it, and to the point, I don't think we used the word liar. I think we were complimenting the rollout and how effective it was.
She said I said that to her.
I don't think y'all understand. I'm not saying that y'all said anything in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that it's a great case study.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because it happens often.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
When I say something.
But you got to understand why.
Why?
Nicki Minaj. And when you're at the top, people, and you don't give people a lot. Like, you don't sit down with a lot of people like that. So people like to formulate their own opinions, hoping that you respond because they want your attention. That happens a lot. Like, especially, and that just comes with being somebody that's in a position of power.
But is it just specific to Nicki the way that she says is what
a lot of times it is.
It's specific to the top.
But so you went on your show and did a whole thing that you pulled out your ass about how the song Motorsport came about, even though I said several times how it came about. So if you want to talk about specific, I can sit up here and give you 5 specific moments.
Nicki,
so let's talk. Let's start with the no.
Different stories about how Motorsport came
and I'm
out.
saying that when I say what the fuck it is.
Okay, now she going up now. Now, see Cardi B around now in this discussion, even though names ain't mentioned. We on the Motorsport. See, she going up now. See, now watch how she just go up to the higher levels of irrational bitch shit to where at this point you become super calm. You become super calm and you just be like, okay, bitch, I hear you, bitch. Now see, her husband is in the room. Remember that. Her husband is in the room.
That's what the fuck it is. And when someone, and my point is, when you say it's not specific to me, and there are many times when it's been specific to me, then that makes absolutely no sense. So another example is when I explained how Motorsport came about. And you were one of the people who, I believe, it might have been you and your sidekick Academics.
He's not my sidekick. Not my sidekick.
And y'all went on, and this was at a time where I wasn't addressing things.
But you're incorrect, by the way.
No, I'm going to finish. You went on your platform and said, she didn't know this other bitch was on the record. You said it.
I said more
and
than
you
that.
said it. No, I'm going to get to the other things that you said.
Here we go.
You said that. Now that is, again, implying that I'm lying. When I sat and said exactly how the song came about. That I was asked, and I still have the text messages, can this person be put on the song? And my response was, yeah, let's do it.
Look at the level of hate energy. Can't even say the bitch name. Can't even say Cardi B name. The hate is so great.
That was my response. And you still went and said, and I think your sidekick, Alvin the Chipmunk, Academics. I'm not sure.
That is not.
Hold on.
That's your sidekick.
That was your sidekick. That was your sidekick. That was your sidekick.
That's your man.
That was your sidekick at the time. Y'all went and told the world Nicki Minaj wait.
I didn't say
Because
nothing.
Nicki Minaj is lying. She didn't. So on one hand, Nicki Minaj is the all-powerful, all-knowing, all this, all
You know
that.
you powerful.
Wait, hold on. But on the other hand, I'm not. But on the other hand, I'm that powerful that a whole record company could put a whole person on a record, clear the record, and I don't know who's on it.
No, I didn't never say that. I never said
That's
that.
what you.
No.
Whoa.
I said more.
But let's deal with that. After we deal with that, we're going to get to everything else you said. I want you to think about something. I'm this powerful. But you said, I didn't know another bitch was on the song, and then I got mad. But I'm the all-powerful Queen Bee, right? You really think somebody could put a song out with Onika Tanya Mirage?
No.
And I don't know who on the song?
No, I don't. Which is why I don't know why.
But that's what you
stick to that
said.
point. The
That's
point
what
that I was
the
making.
DJ Boo. Do you remember when he said that among other things?
You asking your friends
DJ Boo.
doesn't answer
No.
anything.
Do y'all
I
remember
have
when
a
he said
reply.
that?
I'm right here.
Honestly, I never watched that show.
Mo, don't do that. Mo, relax.
I'm gonna be honest, I never did.
Relax.
I never did.
Oh, the
You
one with
seen
his
the show,
sidekick?
goddammit.
I never watched that
The
show.
one with his sidekick?
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick,
okay.
Nick.
Go ahead. But don't talk out of it. Talk into it so that we can deal with it and move on.
No, because I see what you like to do.
Okay.
You like to corner people into a point when the point is much broader than that. Not just in this motorsport instance, but all Joe ever wants to do is use foresight and prophesize and guess, right?
The word is prophesy. And I don't give about foresight,
Prophesize
foreskin.
is
I
a
just
word.
want to know why you said
Prophesize
that.
is a word, by the way.
You said it wasn't specific
I'm a
to me.
wordsmith, and that is a word. We can pull up.
At this point, Nicki Minaj is. I believe she just. I believe she recognized that she just loved Joe Budden on the inside. Their pussy is wet right now. This is high level frustration. This is real nigga frustrating a bitch. This is the way it's done. The calm, and you just let a bitch just lose her mind while you release as minimum energy as possible, and you just let a bitch lose her mind, and you stay with logic.
Dictionary.com.
You said many times that I lied, that I didn't know another bitch was on a song I was on.
Here's my question.
And now
to
you want to address it.
Can I ask a question
See?
now? Was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B on the motorsport record directing bars at each other?
Now, see, that was beautiful right there. See, Joe recognized where all this energy is really from Cardi B's generating this energy in a bitch. But Joe just lay out a simplistic question of real nigga talking. Was y'all bitches taking shots at each other? And this bitch, of course, is not going to answer this question. She is not going to answer this question. It's like he didn't say nothing, but he said everything. So watch the energy levels. Watch the energy levels after those words were uttered by Joe. Watch the energy levels.
Nigga, what the fuck? You're not going to change the subject. I'm asking you a fucking question.
That's the same subject.
No, the fuck it's not.
See, and that's where we go. So me and academics.
You used to dealing with stupid people, and you're not going to outsmart me, sweetheart.
You can't talk.
Let's
and listen.
answer that question.
You can't talk.
Now you're
and
going to change it
listen.
to was we throwing bars at each other? What the fuck do that have to do with anything? I said.
Now, if y'all notice, her energy went to another level, and also her nigga is in the background joining in. Her nigga is in the background joining in because he feels that she is responding to a greater masculinity in the room. Feel me?
I said I knew the bitch was on a song. You said she didn't know she was on a song.
Nick, I don't believe that I said that. If you want me to be
Oh
honest.
my god! Oh my god!
I don't believe.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to a commercial.
If you ask me,
play a song. Play a song, boo. Play a song, boo. No, because now I know you're not okay. Now I know you're not okay. Play a song. I'll be back.
You see that? Joe Budden was brilliant because at the point that he said, nigga, I heard you. If he would have said, he should have said, bitch, I heard you. Really, that was, and she knows that. You feel me? But he called her a nigga instead. But she felt it like he called her a bitch, which she deserved to be called a bitch in front of her man. But that was so cleverly done by Joe right there by saying, nigga, I heard you. See, that was beautiful because, see, now her man don't know how to move off of that. But Nicki understand the punch. See, now she got to take a break. See, she's so discombobulate right now. She gotta regroup. She really loving Joe Budden right now. Her nigga is having mental issues on the inside, I promise you, as he's observing this.
Believe that Nicki Minaj was a trade. No, but do you believe that Nicki Minaj at that point?
Trade says no.
Do you believe that Nicki Minaj was aware that Cardi B was going to no. I said,
hold on. Let's play it back. Let's pull it back.
Okay.
Let's pull it back. Let's bring it back.
Okay, even if that didn't happen, maybe it was a separate person. Do you believe that Nicki Minaj was a trade? No, but do you believe that Nicki Minaj at that point, this song that came out, Motorsport, do you believe that Nicki Minaj was aware that Cardi B was going to no.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you have a twin or a stunt double?
Wait, I stand by that.
Do you have a twin or a stunt double, my nigga? Do you have a twin or a stunt double? All you had to do was say, yes, you said it, and now because my thing
Your comprehension is better than this.
Excuse me?
Your comprehension is better than this.
My comprehension is better than this? You just heard yourself say something that you just said you didn't say.
Well, that started,
and my comprehension is better than
that
this?
Clip started with me saying I believe that it was a trade, right? And a trade means an exchange. All right.
The question was asked to you, do you believe I knew she was on the song? And you said, no. So let's just talk about that part. That's all.
I keep trying to, and you won't let me.
No, because you trying to go somewhere else, and then you trying to go somewhere else, and I am not anybody else that you've had a discussion with. We gonna get to where we going.
I don't discuss things with people. That's the part you keep confused.
Exactly.
I don't discuss
because you
things.
don't like to acknowledge when you were wrong.
They say that too. I don't
That's the problem. That's the problem. A man knows how to say, you know what, I might have said that, and at that time, maybe for whatever reason, and we can move on. But until you say that, we're not moving the fuck on because you sounding crazy. It's okay for you to get up there and make me sound crazy and say I'm on drugs, right? It was okay that was okay too, right? Let me say, you ain't say that because let me pull that up too.
Fam, check this out. This is what we're not about to do. We're not about to sit here and let you just continue without me being allowed to speak.
Go to a song so I can pull this up. Did Joe leave? Did we scare him out of the building, guys?
He went to the bathroom. I think he used the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom?
Bigger red bright.
Okay. Damn, Joe, we just having fun. Why you gotta...
Yo, we got the bathroom.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but it's interesting, though.
But you see what I'm saying? When people hear my voice, it often sounds like I'm angry, but I'm not.
We're New York.
Nicki Minaj is a powerful ass little bitch. She been powerful for so long that she just ain't used to dealing with no niggas who don't give a fuck about that shit, who immune to her. This is very fascinating, right? She is disturbed by Joe Budden. If I was her husband, I would be really fucked up on the inside right now because you just witness a bitch bow down and react probably in ways you don't even see. You only see the bitch talking shit to you, but she's running up against frustration. I like the way Joe Budden got up and left the room, went to the bathroom, regroup. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing right here. A bitch is super frustrated. She want to fuck with Joe Budden, man. I'm telling y'all, she want to fuck with Joe Budden. This is some beautiful shit right here.
We know you're not mad.
Okay.
New York, that's how New York is.
Uh-oh, guess who's back?
From our cig break.
Guess who's back? He had to smoke a bigger rat. Okay.
I wish people knew I'm most comfortable in the most uncomfortable predicament.
And so am I. And so am I.
Trust me,
and
I'm at
so
home.
am I. And what the fuck you won't do?
This feels
what the
great.
fuck you won't do?
Did that ever come?
Oh, yes, yeah. It's behind you.
What the fuck you won't do is disrespect me like I'm stupid. Because you know how intelligent and powerful I am, like you said, right? I'm so powerful, right, Joe?
Or because my mother raised me properly.
Oh, so your mother raised you to accuse people of being on drugs when you've never met them a day in your life?
I've never met you?
When the last time you saw me?
Have I never met you is what I asked you.
When was the last time you saw me?
You is what I asked you.
When we was recording in Web Studio?
Oh, what do you know? I met you. Holy shit.
Oh, so your mother trained you to accuse people of being on a drug after you met them one time and never saw them for 10 more years.
So you haven't been
after
on drugs.
the BT cipher.
So you haven't been on.
Ooh. You see how the bitch just, after he catch her in her stupid shit, you know, of having met her before. The way she threw out, oh, so your mother, you feel me? You see the energy and the use of, so your mother taught you to accuse people of being on drugs. Man, let me tell you, man, this bitch loves some Joe Budden right now, man. This bitch loves some Joe Budden. Her nigga is fascinated watching this shit.
That's what your mother raised you to do?
Okay.
That's what your mother raised you to do?
Nick.
That's what your mother raised you to do? Your mother raised you. Your mother raised, you got, taste of your own motherfucking medicine, motherfucker. You like talking about people and not having nobody responding. You like tearing down people's character when they can't respond. And you like tearing down women when they can't defend themselves.
Right here, I really think she is trying to let him know that she would be like the strongest bitch that he could that he has encountered, and he should consider her. Bro, I swear to God, man, she feeling like you ain't used to dealing with no bitches like me. You need to respect me. You ain't used to dealing with no bitches like me. Man, I swear to God, my nigga, I swear to God. See, this bitch, she's so up there that, you know, hey, man, it just ain't no niggas really qualified to fuck with her but a motherfucker like Joe Budden. This is very interesting. I really think she's trying to choose Joe Budden, man. I swear to God. Y'all fuck with the BOSSMACK topsoil. See, I know these things. This nigga and bitch interactions, man.
You like tearing down women when you can try to end their career because low key you jealous of their success, right? Right? Boom. Boom. Stupid. Boom. I don't fucking care.
This is great.
I don't fucking care.
Can I respond?
No, we on to the next. We on to the next.
God damn it.
We on to the next.
Well, what's the next?
The next is whatever you want to talk about. Thank you for being here. By the way.
What?
What's up?
Yo. I am the BOSSMACK top motherfucking soil. And that bitch loved Joe Budden right now, man. She loved this nigga. See, she loved this nigga. I think she may have loved this nigga before this interview. You know what I'm saying? But she is really certain of her love right now. She is certain of her love right now. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, fuck with the BOSSMACK topsoil, man. This bitch Nicki Minaj loves the fuck out of Joe Budden right now.
What's up? The new record.
Maul killing the interview.
I fuck with it. The record.
Oh, thank you.
This is great.
I appreciate you guys.
Is it?
You see, Maul wasn't supposed to say something. She don't want them other motherfuckers to talk. She don't want these other motherfuckers to talk. She only want to talk to Joe Budden. She don't want these other motherfuckers to talk, man. This is a hell of a thing to behold. She don't want them other niggas to talk.
Put up now, Nick.
Oh no, I was just reading a text message.
Oh.
But go ahead, guys. But go ahead, Joe. All of you guys. The ball is in your court.
Joe don't want the ball. You called me to be here.
The ball is on your. The ball is in your court.
You called me, fam. I don't know what you in here
Don't
talking.
call me fam, because that's just how I know that you mad, fam. Fuck out of here, fam. Fuck out of here, fam. Fuck out of here, fam.
Saying what it is.
Okay, so now I said.
Talk about after you called me to come talk to you, my nigga. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk about shit. I'm chilling.
I must say, Joe is killing it. Is beautiful right now. Joe Budden is beautiful right now. He has cut deeply into the bitch's spirit. The bitches she loves him. Her pussy is wet. This is happening in front of her husband. He is clowning her on levels that her husband has never done. Her husband has never seen this. He don't know what to do. He don't know what to say. Her husband is watching this. Her pussy is wet for Joe Budden. This is happening live on her radio show. And Joe Budden is clowning a bitch with the potent facts, all leveraging the conversation. It's a beautiful laceration. This never happens to her. This never happens to Nicki Minaj. She loves Joe Budden right now. So saith the BOSSMACK topsoil vicar of the Mac God on the planet Earth, nigga, in this moment in time, nigga, seeing through.
I want to talk.
Oh, go ahead.
Talk to these niggas.
When the album coming?
See? Defeat. This is the face of 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 defeat.
And this is why y'all living like this bubble.
Go ahead.
Are you still cool with Sycamore?
I am, but I haven't seen him in a long time. But yeah, I love him to death.
Yeah.
Listen. She don't want to hear from these other motherfuckers. And I like how Maul trying to jump in there. I think Maul don't, I wonder if Maul really understands what's going on, if he's trying to deflect energy or something in there. But see, what's really going on is between Nicki and Joe Budden. You feel me? Nicki has chose Joe Budden in this process right here. In this process, as Joe clowns her, you feel me? She only wants to talk to Joe Budden. Her energy is for Joe Budden. It's a high level energy for him. She loves him right now.
Mm-hmm.
He doing big shit. Travis. I just wonder when the new album coming.
Well, very, very, very soon, but I don't want to say when. But I am excited about having a dope executive producer on this album, which I thought I was going to share with the people last Queen Radio, and we decided not to. So we decided to wait a little bit, keep it more of a secret.
About who's executive producing it?
Yes.
You can't tell us in secret?
No.
Off air?
No.
You can't give us like a harmony or something he may have worked on?
Nope.
You still think you need to put out singles?
I don't know.
Behold, the balls are trying hard to make a way for the dick. The balls. These niggas is the balls. Joe Budden is the dick. They're trying to make a way for the dick. Let's see what the dick does.
I feel like, in the beginning, every time I would do an album, I would do freestyles, I would do features. To me, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's always a matter of if people want you or not. And you create that with whatever your thing is, however you create that.
Mm-hmm.
And from even before my first album dropped, that's how I was creating that. A lot of things that I did with like major artists, people didn't know, like I did it before I even dropped the first album.
Mm-hmm.
So I think whether it's your own personal single or a feature on someone else's single, it's still the same concept. So if you're saying should you create a buzz or should you just drop an album, I think that you should do whatever you feel at the time as an artist, because I kind of feel like you can see and feel what the culture is calling for at that time.
I think I mean more you going into a studio and saying, I need to make a hit today that will be a single.
Oh, no. I'm creating an album. I think I'm looking at it different, like, and that's how I did my first album. Like, I never knew I was so new into this. When I dropped Pink Friday, I never knew what song would be a single. Like, I had no concept of single or hit. Had no concept of a billboard or a chart or nothing. I just went into a studio and created music, and I created an album that I felt was a hit.
But now you create differently.
No, now that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing that now? Okay.
Yep.
Got you. Okay.
All right. Still here with us?
Nigga, I've been checked out of this shit.
The dick did not let you down, did it? The dick. The dick did not let you down, did it? The balls and the dick. Let's see how the type of energy a bitch comes with when she got hit with the dick. Let's see how type of energy.
Why you checked out, Joe?
But you're not talking about nothing.
You know what, Joe? I never realized how childish you were until today.
Nick, don't know.
How you gonna say I ain't talking about nothing just because you got caught in a couple lies?
You not saying
I need you to rise above
and
today.
I think that's what
I need you to rise above. I need you to rise above and speak truth. Speak truth first.
I asked you a direct question.
If you know what? If you asked me something where you thought I had lied or misled the public about something about you, and it turned out to not be true, I would say, damn, if I did that, even unknowingly, I apologize. Because I'm on a platform that can really hurt you or hurt your image, and I lied about you several times, and it's a proven lie. So I would say, you know what, whoever it is, whether it was you or anybody, out of respect, I apologize.
Huh?
Well, since he's maybe not speaking, I'll say to the drug use thing, on some of your personal records, you've made reference to a few of those
and
things.
what rapper hasn't?
No, I'm not.
And this is not even whether or not you do or
album
don't.
did that.
It doesn't. It's not a matter if you do or you don't do drugs. It's a matter of certain people being called out about it.
Past is littered with it. Who gives a fuck what she popped? But don't sit here and say you ain't popped a fucking pill.
I never said that.
An apple.
I never said that, you dumb fuck. I never said that, you dumb fuck.
Don't do that,
nigga. Are you that fucking dumb?
Oh yes. He has made a bitch plateau. She has never been checked like that by a nigga, especially publicly. She has never been checked like that. I know this. She has never been checked like that publicly, where she is just checked and she look like a dumb bitch right now. So right now she about to go to the highest levels that she can attain. It's the highest levels of irrationality right now you shall experience.
Are you that fucking dumb? You ain't hear what the fuck I said?
You asked
Cut
me.
his fucking mic. Since he want to be fucking dumb. Now you want to be fucking dumb, nigga. Now you want to be fucking dumb. Stupid ass.
Damn, I didn't want to go that way.
Yeah,
Fuck is wrong with you? Anybody play it back. Did I say that?
No.
say what exactly? Everyone was yelling.
Fuck wrong with you?
I didn't hear shit.
Never said
Everyone was
she
yelling.
didn't do it.
Exactly. I've never said that in my life.
Got you.
So what the fuck is this nigga talking about? He think that he's so used to thinking he's the smartest person in the fucking room.
Okay.
And not allowing people to speak, and then when you find that you're wrong about some shit, not saying, "Damn, I was wrong." Maybe I did the most. Maybe I jumped out the window. Maybe I did cause people to think or certain negative things about you, or maybe I did say things about you that were proven wrong. Mm. Forget drugs. I just gave you 2 examples where you said something that was not true about me, and you still riding with it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I agree. Like I
That's
said,
fair.
I never saw that show, so I didn't know what you.
But do you think it's been malicious and specific to you?
Yes, it's been malicious and specific to me because he and I were up under the same people when we were coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So when Webb was running around trying to make Joe Budden's biggest fab,
Of course.
I was there too. He was also trying to get me a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Budden's, of course, took off, way before me.
Right.
And because of that, he's, to me, because I never did anything to him. I've never said anything bad about him, anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been these little attacks. So it makes me think, oh, you probably jealous.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably jealous that me and you were under the same umbrella at that time. And everybody was telling him at that time, you about to be the next Hove. Everybody was saying that to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for him to see somebody who, didn't have a name like me at the time become successful, I think that's why it was all these jabs for years and years and years and years. I never knew why. It was always a fucking issue.
So a bitch cut his mic and then proceeds to take low blow shots, just as evil as she could be, because he clowned her so hard. He really clowned her nice and hard. Victory goes to Joe Budden. Beautiful deconstruction of a big bitch. She demonstrated all of her jealousies and insecurities. Joe Budden picked her apart, fucked her up. Now she taking low blow shots with his mic cut off. You feel me? Just show you what level a bitch is on, really.
And it wasn't just the type of thing where you say something about someone, something that may have been a joke. It was things.
It's serious shit.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
It was things that really it's like you were trying to hurt me as a human being. I'm a human being before all of this shit.
I thought that y'all communicated away from platforms personally on the phone.
Yeah, I was under
And
the
spoke
impression
about
y'all
shit
were a
like
little
that.
bit closer than
No.
us walking in here today. This is not what I expected.
What the fuck just
No,
happened?
the problem is that I actually don't have an issue with him now, but I don't like when people catch themselves where they can clearly see that they lied and they won't just say, damn, I didn't recall saying that, but now that I see it, I did play myself, or I did say things that weren't true about you.
But you know Joe's history. He never sees his wrong.
I didn't know that. I don't watch his shows. I know that he has a big mouth, and and my thing is, if you are faced with something and it's dead in your face, and you're an intelligent man,
own it.
Own it. That's it.
I got you.
What's the problem?
Do you remember when y'all did the cipher?
Yes.
Do you remember when he asked you for the cigarette?
Mo was in that cipher, by the way.
What you say?
Yeah.
Wait, did
when
you
he
what?
asked you for the cigarette back after your cigarette line?
Yeah.
When he asked you for it back, like he wanted the cigarette back. I fuck with him all the time about that. Like, yo, you had your hand out while she was still rapping, asking for the cigarette back.
I think he probably was jealous of that cipher too, probably because he's, this big lyrical rapper, and here comes a little new female that, because of my animation, I was the most talked about cipher, and he probably was mad about that.
This bitch right here is ridiculous, man. Boy, I tell you, man. This bitch, man, low blow shots with a nigga microphone off. Just, I tell a bitch this, though. Joe Budden is popping now, bitch, and you just help, bitch. Talking all this shit about jealous, bitch. What a great victory for Joe Budden here on this, man. I love this, man. It's beautiful.
When it comes to emotional men and their hate for powerful or strong women, you never know how deep it runs. And that's the problem. It can run.
And you think that's Joe's case?
It can run a lot deeper than you think.
I don't know.
I always used to look at him and think to myself, Jesus, this man is so bitter.
Everybody, that's like the consensus on him, that he's bitter.
He's seen, and for you to exude that out of your spirit, just bitter.
See,
hold on. Before you do that, when we were talking, I don't know if we was on air or off air, when you were saying that, people take you yelling as some anger or that type of shit. We New Yorkers, I think Joe is similar in that case where he will be yelling and it may come off that way, but it's not that case at all.
But I don't mind yelling because I can take yelling. Even if Joe wants to yell back at me and cuss me out, I can take that. But I just want ownership. If you said something and we prove, hey, because he said, I didn't say that. I said, okay, wait, give me a second. Let me come back. You did say it. And he still won't acknowledge it. Like, it's right there. It's your face. It's your voice.
Right.
Unless you have a twin or a stunt double or an alien lookalike. You said it. What's the big deal?
He does look like Carlos Boozer, but that's neither here nor there.
I didn't realize that, like, for instance, Fendi and I, you know, Fendi played a big part in my career.
Absolutely.
And there were a lot of things that he felt that I did wrong and I felt that you know, vice versa. And when we got on the show together, he and I both admitted certain things that we may have done wrong. So I brought Joe here thinking that it would be the same thing with him. But I didn't know his ego is that out of control that he thinks that he can't ever acknowledge that he may have been wrong.
Well, I'd like for us to try it again and hear both sides.
You know damn well.
No,
You know
I don't.
damn well.
No, I'm on the opposite side. I don't want y'all to try again.
No, we are not
I'd
trying
like
it again.
for us to
And
all
by
sit
the
and
way,
come back and do kumbaya and address those things in a different manner.
my thing is this. Even right now, I have no issue with Joe. I do not want my fans.
I could tell you don't.
I don't.
He's here now and y'all face to face. So now it's everything that you've been listening to over a period of time. You just want to bring up and have a discussion face to face. Like, I don't think you have an issue with Joe.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
But people have to take ownership, especially when they are part of this culture and they say things and it gets carried. You can say one thing and it goes to 50 different outlets, and then that goes to 50 million people, and that goes to 50 countries, and you have to be careful. Like, how are you okay?
But when did this? Because they call me a barb on the show all the time.
Maul is a barb.
Hi, Marl.
No, but it's just that because I told it to the guys, I didn't understand when the industry all of a sudden, it seemed like there was this turn on Nicki, where it was like people wasn't fucking with you like that.
At this point, Joe Budden has gotten up and gone and left out the room. And now, you know, the balls is taking over the conversation. And, you know, Maul is real excited to be talking to Nicki Minaj right now. He love a bitch. You can see that he love a bitch. But she's already chosen Joe Budden. She has already chosen Joe Budden. And that's it, man. That's a beautiful... It was a beautiful breakdown. You watched. I got to give Joe Budden some props on his management of this bitch in this capacity. You know what I'm saying? I believe she has chosen Joe Budden. I know she married, but I you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it like that. BOSSMACK. I see what I see. I just gave y'all the play-by-play breakdown of human beings interacting and what I saw. Thou art liveth and seeth. BOSSMACK, topsoil, extra relevant, nigga.